How would you feel if you called a restaurant in advance and asked them, is there a special limited menu for Valentine's or any holiday? And they tell you, no, it is the regular menu, regular price. And then you get there and it's actually the opposite. It is a limited menu, very expensive, and the items that you love aren't even on you don't even have an option to order them that day. That was me yesterday. On Valentine's, I went to this restaurant that I actually love normally, and it completely failed, in my opinion. The menu did not have what I wanted. And I also looked on the website and it had no information about a special menu. It was not transparent. In fact, they were dishonest when I called. Now, I don't know the name of the person I spoke to, so I can't even tell the manager about that person who needs training. But besides that, I actually felt kind of embarrassed because I told my friends that I was bringing there. They didn't want a high price limited menu either. And so I felt odd. I felt badly. And as a customer, not even as a professional in the customer experience field, this was just not okay. One other thing, I didn't see it until this morning, but there was a note in OpenTable where you make your reservations that it's an hour and a half seating limit. And so the waiter kept telling us that there was a time limit, and I felt very pressured. I felt stressed. And he mentioned that there were so many people coming in for reservations till like midnight. My thinking is, don't oversell your tables just because you want to make so much money from turnover. Make your current customers feel warm and welcomed and not rushed. And I think that they just oversold, and we felt it being there. Anyway, point of story is that many people would take their experience, because there's more to the story, I don't have time to tell you, but they would take the story and go rant and rave on social media. And that's dangerous for any brand because AI now is picking those up in ChatGPT, in Gemini, in these AI channels that are amplifying the negative reviews, and it has a huge, huge implication. I'll explain that on my podcast this coming week. But besides that, rather than blast the restaurant, and I'm not even telling you the name right now because I want to give them a chance to respond to me first to see if they do. I called this morning the restaurant and I told them my story, and I said, listen, I don't want to create negative chaos on the internet for you. So I'm calling you to tell you as a manager what we experienced. I wanted to see what he would do. Long story short, he did nothing. He didn't even ask, come back, we want to make it right. I asked him for the email address of the owners and he wouldn't give it to me. That made me even more angry because this is not a big enterprise like a CEO of a large company. This is a restaurant. Why would you not allow an irate customer who actually is a professional in the field to be able to give you constructive feedback? Anyway, it made me more mad that he wouldn't give me an email. I'm not saying a phone number or a personal cell phone, but not even an email. So I'm angry. I'm frustrated. Will I leave a negative review? I don't know yet. But I'm going to call another manager at the restaurant and see what this person does and see if they make it right. And then I'll decide, will I leave a negative review? But I tell you, if you're a business owner, think about, what are you telling customers? Are you transparent? Are you honest? Do you have on your website what is reality versus get them to your place and then kind of bait and switch? Curious. Tell me what you would do.